everybody. So happy Saturday. Super duper excited to have you guys on with us. So happy to see all of your gorgeous shining faces. Those of you hiding your faces, I would rather you show your faces, but it's okay. Somebody accidentally unmuted. If you have the Galaxy phones, can you make sure that your phone is actually on mute? For some reason, it's not you, it's just a Galaxy thing. They like to mute and unmute themselves on Zooms, and none of us can figure out how it's done. So to save me from having to keep on muting it out, if you could just click the mute button, I would greatly appreciate it, because you guys know that I squirrel a little bit, and the slightest little sound when I'm in the middle of something makes me trail off a little bit. So happy Saturday. Today, guys, I really wanted to talk about something that is super duper important. And some of you guys may be familiar with all of this, and some of you guys are absolutely rocking this out. I'm going to assume that we have a lot of new people that will be watching this afterwards, because we've had such an influx of new social marketers joining us in the last 60 days. And I've had many, many questions about Facebook engagement and what should be on their page and what shouldn't be on their page and all of that. And right now is a better time than any, guys, to be showing up on social media, especially Facebook, as your most authentic self as possible, because there are more people, something in my eye, there are more people online than there ever have been at one time before. And if you are indeed doing engaging things on your Facebook, really keeping, people engaged and interacted, you're probably noticing that people are responding to more messages, people are interacting with more stories, more people are watching your live videos and commenting, more people are scrolling the timeline and liking and commenting on your posts. Like, people are literally looking to social media for something to do. So I wanted to take this time today to really go over kind of like a Facebook makeover. And I did this years ago, and I still do it every once in a while, to go in and kind of revamp my Facebook, because it's not always going to be the same, right? Like, we change and we grow as humans. So the person that I was a year ago or 5 years ago may have changed her input or outlook on different things, and my Facebook needs a little refresher here and there. So I wanted to go through a few things that you should look at to make sure that your Facebook is indeed, first of all, telling a story. Second of all, telling really who you are. If I look at your page, Pam, can I see what kind of person you are? Do I know anything about you? Do I learn stuff about you? I know that I know your page, Tracy's page, Deb's page. I can look at your all's pages, and definitely, and I'm not saying the rest of you all are, just things are popping in my head about those three, but I know that I could look at your page and pull some facts out. I know that Tracy loves animals and she loves to go to the gym. And she doesn't like to cook or eat vegetables, and she loves to eat out. I know that because I'm her friend, but I also know that because I could tell that from her Facebook. I know these things by looking at her Facebook. So it's really important. Kelly Wentz, is that a background, or are you indeed in the sunshine at a pool? Just give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. I hope it's a background. I'm gonna be jealous. It's a background. No, it's fine. You didn't have to change. Oh, okay. I was just getting jelly for a second. I'm like, oh, heck no. I'm sitting up here freezing. You sitting at some pool chilling, and you didn't call me. Okay, anyways. So the first thing that you want to do on your, I squirrel, guys. You know this. The first thing that you want to do when you're looking at your Facebook page, the very important thing is your profile picture, guys, okay? Your profile picture. And I know those of you guys that are married, or have a spouse that you love, or you have grandkids or little babies, that you want all that stuff in your profile picture, right? It really shouldn't be there. And I know that's a tough cookie to swallow. For years I had, a picture of Will and I took several extensive trainings that I paid for. And I even submitted my picture because I was like, it's a freaking good picture. Like, why can I not just leave it at that? And I sent it to 3 coaches and all of them said, no, change it. And I was like, well, geez. They were like, it's a great picture, but it just shouldn't be. And I'm like, okay, fine. So you want to make sure that your Facebook picture is indeed the very best picture that you have of you. You know, smiling. They do suggest that you show your teeth or have an open mouth. That's just not me. I do smile a lot, but if you pay attention to my pictures, I always have like a grinny smile. You know, it's not because I don't want to show my teeth. It's because that's just me. That's how I smile. So my picture just has, you know, of my smile. And you want to make sure it's close up so that people, when they look at that, they see you. If you're on other social media platforms, your profile picture should be the same on all of those platforms. So if it's on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on whatever you might be, LinkedIn, it should be the same on every single platform. And you should keep it the same for a really, really long time before you change it. I mean, I'm talking at least 6-8 months before you change it. If you get a really, really good new one and you want to change it, then yeah, do it. So if you don't have one of those great pictures, it doesn't have to be a professional photo by any means. I'm not saying go out and spend money on doing anything like that, but have some fun. Guys, we have lots of time on our hands right now. Take a day and say, you know what, like I did yesterday. We had an elite Zoom, the 3rd one this week, but we were on for quite a while and everybody was like, oh my gosh, you look so done up today. And I was like, because I was tired of looking homeless. And I decided that I was going to do my hair and throw some dang lipstick on and feel like a human and take some pictures. So that's what I did. Like, I got ready and I took a crap ton of pictures of my dang self, had my own little photo shoot. So I have an arsenal of photos to use over the next few months for different posts or whatever. So I'm going to suggest that you guys take a day to do that. If you need a really good profile picture, and while you're doing it, grab some products out and take those spoon pics and silly pics like that so that you're really just utilizing that time for a lot of posts to come, not just a picture, okay? Sorry about that. Next thing that you want to take a look at, guys, is your bio. What does your bio say? Does it say anything? It might not. You may have never thought that it was something important to even have written there, but you want your bio to be something short, simple, that really explains who you are and what you're about. The words like on a mission are always a really good way to start off a bio. Mine just says, and I really need to work on it, but I just haven't really decided what's perfect for mine yet. I don't know why, but I struggle with this. But mine just says, on a mission to help as many people as I can make an income from their phone with my hashtag on it. So, you know, it can be something simple. Maybe you're on a mission to help single mamas, you know, create an extra income, or maybe you're on a mission to help 100 people get healthy. You know, whatever your mission might be, whatever you are about in life, you want to make sure that that's on there. The next thing that you want to do, guys, is scroll through your page, okay? Scroll through your page and my allergies, this is awful. Scroll through your page and pretend you are a stranger. Pretend that you are someone that knows nothing about what you do, and scroll through your page and see. If I were a stranger, could I figure out what Jennifer does for her business? Could I figure it out on my own, or do I have to ask her for her to tell me? Can you see a product name on your post? Can you see the company name on your post? And I'm telling you why this is super duper important, guys, is because it's not because we want to be tricky or hide stuff from people. There's one of the biggest reasons that curiosity posts are important is because, guys, if somebody goes to modere.com and orders from the corporate site, guess how much you get paid? Nothing. You get paid nothing. And guess what? It happens every day. People that have posts up that you can see the products, they're going to go Google that product. They're going to order it from the modere.com site. You might not ever know that they even ordered if you don't follow up. You could be like me. I had somebody that I just followed up with yesterday. I had sent her my site. She indeed did not use my code. She's been on the product for 2 months. I didn't get credit for it, so I had to get that taken care of. But I don't get paid back for those, so it was my fault for not following up sooner. I dropped the ball. I was a little bit mad at myself. So it's super duper important with that. And I'll tell you, one of the most common things that I hear people say is, well, I'm gold or I'm platinum. You know, it's those posts are working fine for me. Okay. Guess what? If you're gold and the company name's on there, you might be platinum or platinum 1 if it wasn't. Or if you're platinum, you might be platinum 1 or platinum 2 if it isn't. Because I guarantee if you have a following and you have more than 1,000 friends on Facebook, you have lost customers to the corporate site. And I mean, there's nothing corporate can do about that. You know, it's just very important that we make sure that we are creating curiosity to the best of our ability, being authentic. And of course, we want to be able to invite them to those groups and tag in information and be able to truly educate them so that they understand, oh, I have somebody waiting, so that they understand how important our products are and why they are so different, okay? So super duper important with that. The next thing that you want to do, guys, is make sure I can mute this person out. Sure can. Okay, so the next thing that you want to do is make sure that you are avoiding looking like a spammy Pammy or a salesy Sally. Okay, scroll through your page, look at what you've posted. I know that we have amazing sales flyers that we come up with, but the intention of those sales flyers is really to be sent in private messenger, not to be blasted on your Facebook. I am telling you, when I scroll through my Facebook, not one sales flyer that someone has posted from another company has ever grabbed my attention to say, oh, I'm going to make that purchase. It just hasn't. And it's super duper spammy looking and really will in turn put a bad taste in your followers' mouth because they're going to think, oh, she only has her Facebook because she's trying to sell something. And in turn, it loses a lot of followers. So I'd be super duper careful with that, making sure that you don't have those things on your page and trying not to clog your page with a whole bunch of different things that you share from other people and all that type of stuff. You know, take a look through your page and make sure it's clean. You know, it's clean, it tells a story, and I'll get into what the story is here in a second. But if you look at, I mean, you can use my page as an example. I try to be extremely not salesy and tell a story, and you won't even see a lot of curiosity posts on there because I tend to only do them maybe once a week. Maybe once a week. And I am suggesting you guys, I would not do any product or business post more than 2 times a week, guys. So if you're doing them more than 2 times a week, you're probably doing way too much. And you could get a lot more out of scaling it back and just doing a little bit and really maximizing the exposure for those posts. And make sure that in between your product and business posts, there's lots of other stuff. You want to make sure that you have posted other things in between there so that if I look at your page or someone goes through, it's not like a spoon post, a weight post, a this, a join my business, you know, 10, 15 out of 20 posts are all about products and business. Because in the long run, it's going to be really hard to build an empire, an organization, and a customer base if you are trying to indeed build on social media, okay? So now you're probably thinking, well, what in the actual HE double hockey sticks am I even supposed to post on my Facebook page? Now you've told me not to do everything that I already do, because that was me. I don't know if you guys saw my post the other day, but I made it a twist into kind of like a business post where I was looking through my memories, guys. I had like, I forget what it was, but I want to say it was like 16 posts in one flipping day 4 years ago. Mind you, I was running a pretty successful business then. I don't know how, because it was Trainwreck Express, you know, so just know that there is definitely hope. And if your Facebook indeed looks like my Facebook did for many, 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 many moons, you can still build a following and people will forgive you because they have certainly forgiven me. And it's funny, the people that have been following me for a long time will even comment and be like, oh, I remember when you used to post blah, 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 blah all the time. I really enjoy following you now. I think they're telling me, I really didn't like to follow you before, but I'm glad to follow you now, you know, but they stuck around. So what should you post on your Facebook so that your Facebook tells a story and is all about who you are and what you are meant to be? So I know that I have spoke some to you guys about pillars, and that is what I'm going to focus on right now. And if you have not figured out what your pillars are, that is your homework. That's your homework. You don't have to do it because I'm not your boss, but it certainly will help your business. So if you do it, I always like it when people say do, sorry. If you do it, then drop your pillars in Crushing Goals whenever you get them figured out. It might not be right when you get off this Zoom. When I was given the assignment by my coach to figure out what my pillars were, it took me 3 weeks. I overthought it like you wouldn't believe. I started with a list of 20 things and was like, how do I combine? How do I figure out? All this stuff's important to me. Like, it was difficult. Like, not gonna lie, it was hard. My pillars are broken down now. 2 of them I'm still trying to figure out how to make one and find a new one, but I'm working on that. But mine are broken down into health and wellness, humor, because I don't know if everybody else thinks I'm funny, but I think I'm pretty funny. And that's all that matters to me. To be an inspiration, family, because it is super important for me to spend as much time as I can with my family, my kiddo, and time freedom, because those of you guys that know me well know that I am all about being able to go out to lunch whenever I want, because I like good lunch specials because it's cheaper than dinner, and I like to save $1 wherever I can, and to travel at the drop of a dime. And if I see a good deal, be able to leave and not have to ask off work or worry about any of that. So those are my 5 pillars. And everything that I post on my Facebook will indeed have something to do with one of those pillars, so that your Facebook actually tells a story. So maybe yours is gardening. I know a lot of people like to garden. Maybe it's crafting. Maybe you like to craft. Maybe you, I don't know. Does anybody have one pillar they would like to unmute and share really quick? You don't have to share them all, but just one. Anybody? Health and wellness, I do, because that is important to me, and that's a big part of our industry. So any posts that I make about business fall into that health and wellness category. Any posts that I make about people joining the business really falls into that time freedom category and that inspiring category, because I like to be able to inspire single moms and people that are flat out broke, like I was when my last company bombed on me, so that they know, hey, guess what? Just because you're flat broke doesn't mean you can't get somewhere, because this chick was dang near out on the streets and I was able to do it. If I can do it, you can do it too. So that's really, really, guys, what I want you to focus on, and just figure out what your pillars are and be conscious. If you want to build a big business on Facebook, if you just want to make an extra $200-300 a month here, then that's fine. It might not really matter what you're posting on your Facebook, but if you're looking for longevity, if you're looking for a big residual income, then it's super important that your Facebook is telling a story and really allowing people to get to know you, especially during these times right now. People just want someone to connect with. They really do. You know, I have been posting pictures on my stories of birds. You would be mind blown how many people I've connected with because they like birds. And they're like, what kind of bird is that? I'm like, I don't know. It's pretty. And I'm going nuts because I can't travel or eat out or meet up with my team or do anything. So I'm literally, guys, if you saw me, you'd think I was a 90-year-old woman. I sit outside for 6 hours a day, work on my phone, and stare at the freaking bird feeder and pray I'm going to see a new bird today. I've only got like 6 different kinds that come. I haven't had any new ones lately, but I know it's going to happen one day because it's starting to be spring. So let's sit through, check all that out. Make sure you're being conscious, telling a story. If you need help, message me directly. If you want me to look at your page and say, Amber, will you look at my page and tell me what I should do differently, I'm more than happy to do that. Just make sure that you take constructive criticism well, because I will tell you, when I had a coach do that, they ripped my ASS apart. when I first had this done with my Facebook about 3 years ago. Literally, I thought my Facebook was awesome. Well, apparently it wasn't. And apparently they were right, because it has doubled my followers. My inbox stays full of friend requests. I can't accept them because I stayed maxed out. I mean, it has worked, but it took a while to build that. So I am going to stop the recording right now.